Welcome to the Real Estate Way to Wealth and Freedom podcast with Jacob Ayers, providing actionable content to help you along your journey to financial freedom through real estate investing. As the premier asset class, real estate has helped ordinary people just like you amass fortunes. The benefits of passive income from real estate investing will allow you to live a life you want. And now your host, entrepreneur, real estate investor, and apartment deal syndicator, Jacob Ayers.
Hi, and welcome to the Real Estate Way to Wealth and Freedom podcast. I'm your host, Jacob Ayers. You're listening to episode 114, Friday Fundamentals. Thank you so much for tuning in. For those of you that have been with me since day one, episode one, thank you so much for returning. For the new listeners, thank you so much for tuning in. I really hope you like today's show. I really hope you get value out of this podcast. Well, hey, first I want to give a shout out to a couple 5-star reviews in iTunes. Well, our first 5-star review comes from Acapello, and it says, Jacob does a great job of getting to the nitty-gritty of investing in just a short time. It always leaves me with information I can act on and improve my investing. I also enjoy the breadth and knowledge he provides. Keep up the great work. Another 5-star review in iTunes from BMel1984 says, Holy wow, I'm shocked at how much useful information this podcast has. My jaw keeps dropping with the tips and insider information the guests usually share. Well, thank you all for the great reviews. I'm really glad you're getting value from this show. Well, you may have heard my recent interview last week on episode 281 of the Bigger Pockets podcast. Many of you have reached out asking to connect, talk real estate investing, and perhaps meet up if you're in the area. If you'd like to do that, have any interest in meeting up, feel free to drop me a line. You can email me at info@jacobayers.com or connect with me on social media. I'd love to meet up with you, talk real estate, maybe go meet up for a cup of coffee in the area or something like that. Well, let's get into this week's episode of Friday Fundamentals. This week's Friday Fundamental is create your own reality. Well, if you're anything like me, you were born and raised with a blueprint to go to school, get a good education, go to college so that one day you can get a good job. This is a common path for the middle class. It's one that works. It's proven. If you take this path, chances are you'll live a comfortable life earning a comfortable wage. Well, that's where I found myself at the young age of 23, looking for my next step. What I found was, I was at the end of my blueprint. This was it. This is what I have to look forward to for the next 40 years until retirement. Now, for a lot of people, this is exactly the path they want and have worked hard to achieve. For others, this sounds too good to be true. And for even fewer, this sounds like a nightmare. Where do you fall? If it's in the latter, and this sounds like a nightmare to you, I have news for you and everyone who wants to change their current situation, whatever that may be. You can create your own reality. Yes, you have the ability to create any life you can imagine. That's the good news. The bad news is, it takes work. So if you're listening to this right now, and you're thinking to yourself about that job you're driving to right this moment that doesn't fulfill you, or you're stressed about your financial situation, or anything else that weighs on your mind, then I have a few things that will help you. First, it's important to understand that you, and only you, are responsible for your successes and your failures. No one or nothing else. Only you. Once you take accountability for your actions, then you're off to the races. Now you have to take control of your environment. Surround yourself with people who are good for you. These people encourage you, lift you up, challenge you, and ultimately make you a better person. You must guard your time. Your time is the only non-renewable resource you have. You won't get any more of it, so choose wisely how you spend it. Spend your time doing things that fulfill you and put you closer towards your goals. If you find yourself complaining about your job, yet are playing the latest video games every day after work, then you aren't doing anything to take control of your environment, and you're especially not guarding your time. Next, look at adversities as challenges rather than problems. You'll inevitably run into adversity. How you react to it will determine how or if you overcome it. It's important to improve every single day. This is such a simple yet underrated hack. Just get better at whatever it is you want every single day, whether it's running, saving money, studying, or working on your business. Practice that skill every day. These little steps won't seem like much at first, but eventually you'll look back and see the journey you've made. Now don't just sit, wait, and hope that things will change. You know the saying, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Rather, envision the life you want to live. Picture what it will look like. Imagine what it will feel like. Then, take action and decisive steps to turn that dream into a reality. You are entirely capable of anything you can imagine, so get out there and create your own reality. Well, that wraps up this week's episode of Friday Fundamentals. I hope you're getting value from this show. If you like what you've heard, please go over and leave a rating and review on whichever platform you're listening on. For more information and resources, or to connect with me, visit www.jacobayers.com. Till next time, signing off, I'm your host, Jacob Ayers.
You've been listening to the Real Estate Way to Wealth and Freedom podcast, providing you actionable content to build your real estate empire. Nothing on this show should be considered specific, personal, or professional advice. Please consult an appropriate tax, legal, real estate, financial, or business professional for personal advice. The opinions of guests are their own. Information is not guaranteed. All investment strategies have a potential for profit or loss. The host is operating on behalf of the Real Estate Way to Wealth and Freedom, LLC exclusively.